EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we're on to Week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Washington Commanders.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Nice hawk, 19. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
And right away, whistles and a flag down. And I believe we'll start the night with a 1st and 15. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hawk 70. Ready? Cougar 19. Go.
Throwing right away is Daniels. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. Big yardage that time for Washington. 59 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver or that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Commanders need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Commanders 7, Eagles 0. Chase McLaughlin set
following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. When you look at this defense, they come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Hurts sets up to throw it. It's caught. Smith. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as he'll get this up past the 40. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
First down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Eagles.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else?
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Commanders will take over possession here up at the 44.
The Commanders take over first and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, 18, Pioneer. Ready.
Daniels looking to throw. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing now is Daniels. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Dragon 60.
To the air goes Daniels. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. You look at this Eagle defense. This unit third best in the NFL in stopping the run.
We know it's only week one, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, you're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Ready, break. Buffalo 18. Ready. Viking 18.
Daniels going to throw for it. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
They'll run here with a rookie. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Hurts going to move him around.
Brings up second and 11 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
A gain of 5 brings up third and 6.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Hurts. Got a man, and he hits gets him in stride. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
Throwing is Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
23-yard line.
Ball at the 23, second and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. On a sneak, it's Hurts. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
A gain of 1 yard. First down, Eagles.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now this time he'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
They're on the 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Nothing, Cowboy 80. 19 Lions.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Warriors 70. Ready, right?
Now Daniels. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't.
Viking 18. Let go.
On first down, it's Krosky Merritt. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Cougar 19. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9.
Ready. Panther 60, Panther 60.
To throw is Daniels. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Hawks 70, Hawks 70, Timberwolves. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready?
Here's Daniels. They'll swing this out to Krosky Merritt. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
At the Eagles' 13-yard line.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, 70 line, Cup 19, Cup 19, 18 Pioneer, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 79 Broncos, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Over the middle, complete. That's Flowers. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterward.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Eagles. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
On the return, Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this inside of Philly's 20 before being taken down. A huge play there for Washington. 49 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play, and they picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Commanders have moved out in front.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum, filet at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak his first 3 times. There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. 19-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott now to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
Ties the game at 21 apiece. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. A beautiful fake. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team. As he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Come on.
And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 22-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Second down and 6 now.
Here we go. 60 Eagles. Panther 60.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Here's a diving catch right side. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw. Daniels. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
79 Broncos. Trap 60.
Back to throw. Daniels. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
1st down, Philadelphia.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! A big play there, 60 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
The score, Eagles 28, Commanders 21. Jake Elliott to
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Here we go.
But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
A quick throw there is incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Cowboy 80.
Looking to throw. Daniels checks it down. Krosky Merritt. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Viking 18. 79 Broncos.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, they go with Krosky Merritt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 8. Pass caught. It's Lane with it. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
That's another Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw. Daniels setting up the screen. Krosky Merritt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Daniels. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Let's go now. Chop 60. Chop. Cougar 19. Cup 19. Cup 19. Warriors 70. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Flowers. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
Mustang 19.
On 4th down, here's Daniels. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Looking to put a drive together.
Hey. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18, Pioneer.
Off the play fake, Daniels. That's caught by Sennett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Viking 18.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, go!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game.
Under pressure, they got him again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nolan Smith, his 2nd sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Yeah, he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Come on, set. 70 Lions. Hey, check that. Check that. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
70 Timberwolves. Cup 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Dragon 60.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And that will force a turnover on downs.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 11 yards for number 11. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
They go play action with Hurts.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. It's Lane. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
It looks like they'll move things around here.
For a Commanders 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
79 Broncos.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
At the 27-yard line.
Two timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10.
Bronco 80.
They'll look to throw again.
That one into the hands of Flowers.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That one is slant to McLaurin. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Mustang, come on, set. 18 Cardinal, Buffalo 18.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
The ball on the 16 for 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
60 Bobcat.
Back to throw again. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory.